Boys are hectored for their toy preferences, which often include toy weapons such as guns, and their more boisterous playing style, as boys require active, rough and tumble play.
When I was first sort of coming out or coming to grips with myself, I actually liked guys that were kind of flamboyant, because to me it was like, oh, they're so who they are.
And it is precisely those young men who are deeply conscientious, capable of guilt and regret, who have come to believe in pain that every deep impulse that moves them out into the world for the adventure of their life, even that impulse drawing them to women. I talked a lot about the role of family in people's lives. And at that point, you really hadn't been considering children, not seriously, although your partner, your husband, is nothing but the manifestation of a spirit that is essentially satanic in nature. Children who are breastfed do better.
Yep.
I believe that 1 year of breastfeeding is equivalent to, I think breastfed kids have a 5-point IQ advantage, and 1 point IQ is worth 1 year of education.
I have basically 2 freezers in my garage, 2 industrial freezers full of breast milk.
This is not only wrong theologically, morally, psychologically, practically, and scientifically. It is literally anti-true. The Christian church is there to remind people, young men included, that they have a woman to find.
We wanted to find a girl who obviously was physically healthy, most importantly. And we thought we could take some of my sister's eggs, and she's a mother now. She's actually pregnant with her third. But that we could get her eggs, and then we would take David's sperm, and then we would have 2 children from that. After a long time of talking, about a year debating that back and forth and going through all that, there were a lot of ethical and moral issues, and my sister.
A family to nurture.
You know David pretty well, and we've been out to dinner with Tammy many times.
Yeah.
And you know him. He is incredibly warm and nurturing and loving and deeply cares about all of those things. And I'm telling you, he is reading about skin-to-skin contact every day.
Yeah. Invite the young men back. Say, literally, to those young men, you are welcome here.
What was the gay rights movement for? In the 70s in New York City and Stonewall and all of those things. It was, these people just wanted, they wanted to be able to get married. That was part of it. But it was also that they wanted to be able to go to a bar that wasn't underground, that wasn't hidden, that wasn't, this seedy thing. But that's what they had to do because they were getting raided by the police. And this was going on, obviously, in other countries, and it was going on for decades before that.
If no one else wants what you have to offer, we do. We want to call you to the highest purpose of your life. We want your time and energy and effort and your will and your goodwill. We want to work with you to make things better, to produce life more abundant for you and for your wife and children and for your community and your country and the world.
Had the world not shifted to be a little bit kinder, had I not maybe been on tour with you and come to some of these realizations or found someone in the world that I wanted to put their needs above my own, that I could have been left to a life that would have been sort of purely narcissistic or self-destructive or anything.
Do it now, before it's too late. And the hour is nigh. Good to see you, Dave.